There is one key thing that you can do that will form stronger connections. Subscribe. Click it. Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget. That stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Guys, today I want to talk to you about forming stronger connections. There's a lot of people out there that have a real hard time forming strong connections with people. Like they never get past the superficial, say hi to people every day, don't really learn a lot about the person, but they just simply know their name and maybe where they work in the company and maybe exchange one-liner jokes and little things like, hey, how you doing? Oh, it's great. I'm fine for a Monday. Or, hey, thank God it's Friday. Little things like that, but you don't know anything about, like if they're married, they have children, what are their goals, some things about them. What do they like to do on the weekends, etc. Who are they as a person? Not just a title. And that can even apply to your dating life. So if you're dating and you seem to never form really good connections or click with people, there's a few reasons why. So I want to tell you today about that one thing you can do that is going to ensure that you're forming stronger connections with people. That one thing, okay, it's a scary thing, so hold on to your hats. Batten down the hatches, as they said in a bygone day. See, I'm showing exactly what you need to do, and that's to show vulnerability, okay? So think about it. You need to first be open, okay? Open to criticism, rejection, anything that's going to potentially put you at risk of being rejected, okay? Judged, all these things. And the thing is that people, we all have the same basic set of fears, it's some more than others, but being vulnerable means that you're open to get hurt. And nobody wants to be open to get hurt, especially if they have a past where when they did open themselves up, they were judged, ridiculed, put down, told they couldn't do something, told they weren't as good as they thought. And, a lot of people leave a lot of unrealized potential and dreams when they go to, the graveyard. It's sad, but true. So that's one of the greatest tragedies in life is unrealized potential. And, that's really escalating it a bit, but I'm going to give you some ideas as far as showing vulnerability to others, which then will melt the defenses, okay? It doesn't work for everybody, but it works for a good number of people, and I've seen it work more times than not, more often than not, in my own life, professionally and personally, and I really think that it can help you to form stronger connections, get to know people better, and a lot of times the networks that you have a lot of opportunities for you, whether it's professional, personal, for you to grow and flourish and live a more fulfilled life, more exciting life, okay? So, like I said, a lot of people have walls, they're guarded, and they're afraid to get hurt. And, most people have these walls, but, you need to do something that, you're almost expecting of others to do. And it's almost like a game of who's going to first, make the move to show vulnerability, to show a little side of themselves. Now, I'm not saying, when you meet people, just, pour out all your laundry on them, because that also scares people away too. If you're too open with people right from the get-go, people think that you have a problem. Like either you're very lonely and you're going to be clingy now, and relying on them always for emotional support, but that's not what you want to give off. You want to give off that you're open, you're secure in who you are, and you're friendly to them. And when people feel that sense of warmth and security, safety, then they're more likely to open up to you. So, Little things like, being honest, being humble, don't be afraid to poke a little bit of fun at yourself, don't be guarded or overinflate, your sense of importance or who you are, unless it's done in a joking manner where people can tell you're, being basically a parody of yourself. Being sincere, people can spot a fake, sometimes it's not in what you say, it's how you say it. And that's so true. Being respectful, making sure that the other person feels like they have your respect, from the get-go. When people feel that they're respected and, appreciated and acknowledged, they're more likely to open up because they feel like they're in their circle now. They feel like you're opening yourself up and letting them into your circle. And it's very infrequent that you'll see that. And so they're going to be more likely to open you up to their circle and let you into that safer space for them, right? Because they sense that you're open to getting hurt. They themselves will take a chance as well. Being mindful. When you're interacting with somebody, especially somebody new, I told the story how a couple years ago I was trying to show my son how to establish rapport with people. So we went into a donut shop, and the lady who helped us was very short with us. Basically, you could tell that she had had a lot of customers that day, or something going on at home perhaps, that put her in a bad mood, and she was very guarded. And it's almost like I felt like she was acting as if we were going to attack her. Something wasn't going to be fast enough, good enough, whatever. And I got her guard down by asking her how her day was. And at first, she was like, fine, what do you want? What do you have? And so I told her what her order was, and I immediately looked for something where I can relate to her or in some way acknowledge and validate her. And she had a lot of tattoos on her arms. And I was like, your tattoos are crazy. Those are awesome. And then I humbled myself and said, I don't have the guts to, have all those needles in me. I've thought about it for years about getting tattoos, but look how many you have. I mean, you've got to be tough. I can't remember the exact way I said it, but I said it in a way that kind of mirrored her energy, and then I slowly took it to a warmer place. So as soon as I did that, I broke down her defenses, and she's like, oh, this tattoo, I think I asked about a specific tattoo she had. And I said, oh, I'd never seen that before. What does that mean? And she started going into the story about what the tattoo meant, when she got it, what it meant to her, and then started opening up about relationships in her life and, how she had got hurt, and that's why she got that tattoo. And then she started recommending tattoos that might look good on me. And before you knew it, I had an amazing rapport with this person. And all it took was a little bit of kindness, patience, empathy, not reacting to her negative energy initially, but looking for something about her that I could validate and, acknowledge as, wow, I really admire that about you. And when people feel admired and appreciated, a lot of things can start to turn in your direction for the good. Of course it's risky to put yourself out there, to make yourself vulnerable, to, be hurt by somebody. And there's a chance that you will be. But it's like any other skill, it takes practice. Practice perfects, and it makes you better at it. So don't be afraid to try it. That is the key, you guys, to really getting into somebody's mind, will, emotions. People make their decisions, buying decisions, with emotion, and then they justify it with logic. And the same is true in relationships. People will, go to bat for you. They'll go die on the hill for you if they have an emotional connection to you, if they like you, if they laugh at you, and they feel good with you. And so vulnerability is the key, you guys. Yes, it's risky, but life's a risk. Like, share, subscribe.